Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? Today's video will be short and sweet. Today I want to share with you guys a DIY hair oil that I have been using for about a month now to nourish my scalp. Of course, a lot of beauty professionals on the internet say that you should not be oiling or greasing your scalp. If you know me for years, you know that I've been an advocate for hair grease. I've loved grease for a very long time. It's done me no wrong. Throughout the years on my natural hair journey, I have tapered off on using grease like the Blue Magic on my scalp all the time. I still use it on my hair, but recently I have been more intentional with mixing my own oils to oil my scalp. You guys know that I struggle on and off with a dry scalp. It's not all the time. I think it depends on what I'm eating, which be conscious of how you're eating because it does affect your scalp and the condition of your scalp. And it can result in a drier scalp. It can result in the look of more dandruff or of more flakes. A lot of times the case is your scalp not being hydrated. So that means you need to wash more, of course, because water is the only way that you will hydrate your scalp. But with coming with water and moisture and things like that, you're going to want to seal it in. So I still believe in a nice oil to oil your scalp. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my mixture for my little weekly oil that I use whenever I see a little dryness or just to nourish my scalp. It's just a part of my routine to oil my scalp at this point because I just want to keep it hydrated and keep my hair hydrated. So I'm going to be sharing that with you, and I'm also going to be sharing a mixture that I'm going to be using for hot oil treatments in the salon. Okay, that's going to be under the dryer. You can use a steam cap, anything like that, but it's just going to be two different mixtures only because there's going to be like a one ingredient difference, and we're going to go over that. So first, let me show you the oils that I picked up. I have olive oil right here, regular, great value. I have tea tree oil, I have jojoba oil, I have rosemary oil, and I have castor oil. Now the great thing about mixing your own oils is that you can do your own research. Now all of these oils have different benefits. Some of them are for growth. My goal isn't to have this be a hair growth oil or some type of wild growth oil or things like that, a magic serum. I want to nourish my scalp at all times. I don't want to have a dry scalp, and I want to lock in moisture. So that is my goal, and of course build strength within my strand. So all of these have different purposes, and it's just all about different measurements. So when you're making the decision about what oils to put in your mixture, make sure you're doing your research. There were some good oils that I just didn't include yet because I want to start off simple and with things I was familiar with. A few oils that are also good for your hair that are not listed here is black seed oil. I've used that before and had good results. A lot of people like pumpkin seed oil, and a lot of people like argan oil, especially for your hair. I just don't have these right here, but if those oils have worked well for your hair in the past, try them out in your own oil mixture. But this is what has been working for me. It's lightweight, it's not too heavy, and I can use it all throughout the week without having my hair feel weighed down, but with my scalp being nourished. Okay, love that. I also love that none of these broke me out, which that is something also to be cautious of. Realize when a product or oil may not be reacting well with your skin. Also, you're going to need some type of applicator bottle. You can use a empty bottle like this one right here. Something like this is good more so for your hot oil treatments because you just want to pour it in your hair with ease. But when it comes to like my nightly applications or every other day, 2 times a week, whatever type of pattern you're on, I prefer a dropper bottle. So this is what I'm going to be using for my during the week applications. And you want to use something with a dark glass because it helps to preserve the oils. You don't want your oils to be rancid or anything like that. So a dark bottle, an amber color bottle, this dark blue bottle, you can probably find these on Amazon. These are going to work best. Let's get into it. I have a little measuring spoon right here. You're also going to need a funnel. One thing about my oil mixtures is that I don't have any for smell. So if you're someone who wants to add in a little lavender oil, you can do that if you want to make it fragrance, but I'm not trying to make it fragrance. I just need these oils to do what it do. So let's hop right into the mixtures and my little measurements. So let's hop into it. So first things first, we're going to start with our carrier oils, and that's what's going to make up the majority of your oils. So for my weekly oil, we're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of castor oil and 2 tablespoons of jojoba oil. Another great carrier oil that a lot of people like is grapeseed oil. I've never used grapeseed oil in my hair. That's the only reason why I haven't used it in my combination yet. I just want to stick to the rivers and lakes I was used to because I have pretty sensitive skin and I just didn't want to do too much. So right here I have my little funnel and my bottle, and we're going to start with that. So I'll be sure to put all of my different measurements in the description box so you can know exactly what I use. But it's so important for you guys to do your own research and figure out what you want to add into your oil mixture. But the point of this video is to let you know that yes, you can still be oiling your scalp. And of course, oil does not provide moisture, but it does provide nourishment to the scalp and to the hair, and it seals in moisture. It's fine. Don't be scared of oils. You just don't want to overdo it. You don't want to use things that are too heavy, and you don't want to like clog your scalp or anything like that. But I have not had those results with these oils right here. I have been loving it. My hair has been loving it. Your ends will love this oil. When it comes to the hot oil treatment, I don't really recommend putting it in the microwave or anything like that. I know that some people have like placed the different bottles in boiling water. I just prefer to have a steam cap or some type of hooded dryer to just warm it up on your scalp and then go ahead and rinse it out. Since this oil right here has the olive oil in it, it is a little bit thicker, so you want to go ahead and rinse that out. You don't want to have olive oil on your hair all the time because that's when it may get a little bit heavy. But for this one, I don't rinse this out. I leave it on. I put it on my scalp throughout the week and just go about my regularly scheduled program. Like with my hair like this, I'm going to be oiling my scalp just to retain some of that moisture and to provide nourishment. Your scalp does like oil. You have to be the judge of whether or not your scalp likes oils and how it responds to it. But for me and my scalp, and for most of my clients, we love oils, okay? And it seals in the moisture if you're doing the moisture properly. It's important to be using a hydrating shampoo. It's important to be shampooing enough and doing your deep conditioners and so on and so forth. But I thought I'd share my little oil recipe with you guys because my hair and scalp have been loving it. So if you're someone who deals with a lot of shedding, try oiling your scalp and oiling your hair and your ends also, because it can also help with dry and brittle hair, and it can help with breakage, okay? Because like I said, once you do your research on these oils, you're going to see that some oils are for strengthening. So depending on what your hair needs is what you should add to your oil recipe. But just make sure you know the difference between an essential oil like the rosemary and tea tree, where you're just going to need drops of those, and a carrier oil like jojoba and castor oil. Right here I'm using the white castor oil that's versatile for hair and skin, but you can also use Jamaican black castor oil, which I've also seen very good results with when it comes to hair growth. So make your own little mixture, but just be sure that you are doing your research and try out oiling your scalp. It doesn't take much. I'm not sitting here and greasing it down, making it super heavy, but I'm moisturizing it in my scalp and going about my day, okay? Yeah, and like I said, if you want to add in a few oils for scent, you could do that. Just make sure it's not a lot. We're here for nourishment, not to be smelling good, okay? Which the oils doesn't smell bad. If you add in a few drops of tea tree, to me tea tree just smells amazing. That's why I even added in a little bit to my hot oil treatment one, because I love a good scalp tingle. But you want to make sure that none of these oils give you any type of reaction. Everybody's body and system is different. So I hope you all enjoyed this little video, and I will be seeing you guys in my next one. Let me know what are some of your favorite oils to use in your hair, and let me know if you have a pre-mixed oil that you really enjoy, because I was going around looking for a pre-mixed oil. Like you see from this bottle, I tried Carol's Daughter. I tried, what is it called? I tried the Miele Organics. I tried a few different mixed oils, didn't really love it. I've been loving mixing my own, and I've been having pretty good results. So I cannot wait to hear from you guys in the comments. I will be seeing you guys in my next video.